It's all right, man. I mean,
Got it.
these are just vibes. These are just vibes that I've seen and been able to interpret over the years, man. I mean, seriously, I really I can understand fully. As a matter of fact, the only way I learned that the only way that I could let this thing off, the only way that I could pull it off was from I noticed that I was walking around in the rehearsal space and just thinking about lyrics and stuff, and just as I was walking, I started pacing my playing around that imaginary time. The time wasn't fixed, but I was feeling it, and I said, "Oh," I said, "Okay, so I have to put all this together. I have to." Not a cough, cough. Sorry, but I just realized. I said if I'm walking and I'm talking and I'm playing the bass line like this, I said, "Okay, this is it. Everything has got to go together." And then as I started increasing. All right, when the tempos got fast, what I did was I broke my breathing down in half. I broke my breathing down in half in order to compensate because I couldn't try to, and then I learned to even break it down even further. So yeah, man, there's so many ways to see that the breath, the timing of the breath, as you're talking about the timing of the breath and understanding it is almost as music. It's almost like breaking down musical things because you're talking about timing. You're talking about one, two, three, four, a measurement. In
Ex-
one, out two, in three, out four. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah,
And
man, it's very, very rhythmic. You're talking rhythm. You're talking drums.
yeah, and when it comes to jogging at 120 beats per minute, and you can start off with the metronome and you
Yes,
focus your attention on your foot at that precise time when it's hitting the pavement, and you can get in that rhythm
yes,
and it
yes.
feels effortless.
Right, right. Exactly,
And we can
exactly.
do,
That's.
yeah, and so we
But
can do,
it takes discipline. It takes discipline, and it takes discipline and practice. And once a person discovers it. Once they discover it, then they know how to work with it. Once you discover it, you can't. Once you find it, you can't lose it again. You'll never fall off of it because you'll always know that there is a number and a standard that you can hold continuously, and it just feels like nothing. It just absolutely feels like nothing. That's how those distance runners can do it. Their bodies are in one place and their legs are moving in another place. It's almost a disconnection. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Mhm.
Well, you're definitely applying the method to a science,
Uh-huh.
and
Yes.
it's very intriguing how you're able to take what Brian does and put it as you were discussing earlier. You related to an engine, and then you related the upkeep of the engine to the breath, and now you're doing the same thing with the one in and two out. It's saying that if you can remain disciplined in that practice, and then when one discovers, that's when the magic begins.
Yes. 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 That's when the magic begins. So once you're able to really understand something and then apply it and see that it can work for you as well as the next man and the next man, that it becomes a universal thing. But it takes the mind over the matter. The
Right,
mind is the knowledge, and then that applies it to the matter, and then you get good results.
right. So,
Hmm.
so, so what Brian is looking to do right now is he's looking to create a playlist with your songs that he feel works best in tempo for those who are beginning, moderate, and advanced, and he wants to be able to have you uh, work with him down here at the San Diego Content House, when you're down here for your show around September 11th, to be able to not only have a playlist, but also have you as a joining curator of the message.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't. Yeah, I have enough. I think I have enough varying tempos to be able to create a playlist. It's just that nothing is up. Nothing is at a fever pitch. You know what I mean? I don't have anything that is at a fever pitch like kind of like that dance hall fire energy. You know, that
Right.
has been that I can bring
Well,
to this session.
Well, there's always we have different genres, so therefore he has different methods of teaching in. You know what I mean? That he has to use his wisdom
Yeah,
based on what
yeah,
you provide.
Because the
yeah.
songs off the 10 Strings album are very doable.
Uh-huh.
Like it could just be off the 10 Strings tracks.
Well,
Okay.
so you saying
Okay.
that you can just create the song list just based off the 10 Strings album.
Exactly. Like, and we don't want people to get like, we're not trying to max out their strength. Like, we don't need to go too hard for too long, but even just a 20-minute workout routine to the,
Yes.
three or four or five, 10 string songs
And
and
let
set them up.
Yeah.
That should be fine.
and let me interject this, King.
Yeah.
Let me interject, and not in a bad way, King, but you're an older gentleman too, so it might fit the rhythm perfectly, and you only have a 15 to 20-minute workout as opposed to somebody going an hour too, you know?
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And
How
even
it would be a condensed.
because
Go ahead.
when people choose what movements they want to do, you could just set the treadmill at a speed of like 3 and you can walk at that 120 BPM. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
people can walk, they can box, they can row. Like there's a bunch of different options that people can choose before we start.
And I didn't know that that's
Okay.
I'm telling you. Hey,
Okay.
Brian, I ain't gonna come off, but my wife just told me, come here. She just seen you. She said, Telly.
What's up?
I said, do you know how many Dub Siren events I've been to? And literally, I've danced next to you, and I didn't know it was you until like right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well, that's fun.
Big planet, small world.
Man, ain't it?
Big
Nice.
planet, small world.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you believe you can create the list
Yeah.
just from the 10 strings.
I've already got started on
Oh well, hey, you hear that, Tough?
Okay.
it.
You hear what he
Yeah, I
said,
hear it.
Tough?
I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah, like
I
there
hear
are
it.
some that would go very, and because long term I'm looking to do this with artists of many different genres, and so
Okay.
each session will have a little bit different vibe, but this the tempo of these 10 string tracks, it's more of a therapeutic, relaxing experience than
Hey, listen. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with. It's therapeutic and the relaxing and healing. And this is where it almost becomes medicinal music.
right. And are you familiar with Qi Gong at all or Tai Chi?
Chi- Yes, Tai Chi. Yes, yes. The movements of Tai Chi.
Yeah, so it's almost like these movements translate to Tai Chi. Very slow, fluid, continuous movements more than the workout style. We can do workout style, but what I'm thinking for 10 strings is going to be more, like these low impact, energetic movements.
Yes, yes. Something to keep the blood flowing. Something
That's
to keep the
it.
blood flowing, keep circulation, even as people are even like myself, I'm a pretty sedentary person. I'm very active when on work time and stuff, but like I don't get as much. I spend more time in chairs, listening to things and writing and doing things that I am out walking
Mhm.
around or working out. I clean up, you know what I'm saying? But like, in other words, my life has changed to the point that I spend more time down than up.
Hmm.
So there are things that I can do within those 20 minutes.
Well, there you go. You have we have the soundtrack could be uh therapeutic and relaxing, featuring Tough Line and 10 strings, 20-minute workout, and
Yeah,
then you
and you know,
and then
it complements his show as well with the tough revelations.
exactly
Tough revelations and easy movement. It'll
exactly.
go very nicely.
And even deeper than that, Tough, you'll be a burning spear, so to speak, for the community too. That you're able to show people that you're exercising, right? And that would inspire a lot of other brethren
Yes, yes.
to move and become right with themselves who may have lost the mojo to do so. So that'll also
Uh-huh.
be
Uh-huh.
beneficial in the area for the elders of the community to see this.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. Yes, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, man. All right, well, let's get with it, man. Let's get with it. So what's your plan on what's your ideas, brothers?
So I'm doing a California trip, and I'm going to try to set up four of these workshops. One with you, one with Lane, and then two up with Peter Lionheart with Understanding Sound System.
Yes, Peter Lionheart, my brethren. My brethren. Yes, I know Peter
Yeah.
Lionheart very
And
well.
so
Well,
we're
pretty
working some
good, let's
stuff
say.
up in the northern part of the state. But for now, I'm just planning on being in San Diego for your show and then setting up the workout either for the day after or the morning or the morning of. But the morning of is probably going to be pretty busy for you. So um, that could be a little bit challenging. But at some point around September 11th, set up just a maybe hour to 90-minute little workshop with the 20 to 30-minute workout, and we talk about what we've just discussed, and do a little class, and that's
Yeah,
it, and help spread awareness about what the Flow Dojo is, and just getting the message
yeah.
out to the communities.
All right. All right. Cool. I'm with that. I'm with it. Let's do it. Let's plan to do it like the morning after for real. I mean, because it's not going to be a very long night according to being like performance wise. It's not a long night. It's not a very demanding night. So that will make sure that people can get into bed at least by 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? At least by one, and then be up before noon to be able to do it. Unless you, I mean, would you want to do it like in a like you're going to have people, so that would be the day after. That would probably be the evening time you would want to do it,
Let's see
like
maybe
the
like the
12th.
more maybe I don't know like 9 or 10 o'clock on Friday the 12th. Is that too early? Because we could also do the. What do you think, Marv? Afternoon, mornings, evenings?
Well,
Well, are people going to be attending?
what, Uh, as of right, we can. As of right now, it's just going to be us and maybe Lester if he's here and he want to do it. But at the same time, Brian, uh, he, I tough. You really start moving about 11, 12, huh?
Pretty much around them times.
So we can go later in the day on Friday, Marv.
Later in the day, or you want to go about noon?
Well,
Well,
what the thing about it is,
what's your
listen,
schedule?
gentlemen. My thing is this. Hey, listen, fellas. Let me ask you this: are we expecting any people? Are people going to be attending this, or how? Because we have to think about.
Once we get a date and time lined up, I'm going to be sending out some texts and calls to
Okay,
people to try to get, if there's too many people, it's too crowded, and the ideal number is five.
okay,
So
Okay.
hopefully we'll have 5 people for Friday sometime.
Well, if
Okay.
you do have more than 5, you don't need Tough for both sessions, but then you can run a second session as well.
Yeah, and I mean, and it'll still be the 10 strings track list.
It'll be the same
Right.
game, so it'll still be in all good faith because Tough will still be present, right? And so
Exactly. And it's kind of like again, it's like complimenting his show and just him being there. Like he's kind of the showcase.
and at the same time, if it happened to go that route too, Tough is always dropping tidbits of wisdom. So while people are exercising, he'd be able to, acoustically speak, huh?
Exactly. And that alone adds a whole nother element to it.
Exactly. What you actually be doing, and I probably shouldn't be putting it out there like this, but what you actually be doing, you'd be creating another format of how to lead health and wellness. Because what people were seeing that, oh, I'm gonna start having an entertainer come while people are doing my show and have them speak, right?
Yeah.
So he'll be opening up another book of how to get into health and wellness in a way that's going to be psychologically great, right?
Uh-huh.
Physically strengthening, you know what I mean? Emotionally, you're gonna just be very in tune. So you'll be able to tap into a lot of different things in the health and wellness sector.
Yeah, and you know how I like to say that this is a workout designed for the musically inclined?
There you
Yeah.
go.
You know, having
Yeah.
Tough there validates that, as a true musician in the house,
Right.
like it's kind of a it's a big I guess credibility boost that musicians are seeing the benefits of moving this way.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. All right. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, brothers. That's cool.
Nice. And Marv, all we really need is that the time that's best for us, and then I can start doing a little bit of promotions.
Well, let's go 12 or 1 o'clock, 12 noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, because that'll get people to leave after traffic. We can get done and they be gone before traffic.
Oh, good point.
You know what I mean? So that way, and then even on the street here where we at, it would be less people here, so be less parking. I mean, it'd be more parking because it'd be less cars. You know what I mean? And the frequencies would be better.
Nice. So we'll say Friday the 12th at noon.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Look, that'd be 12 and 12.
12-12.
You know what I mean?
And
Right.
if
12, 12.
The
yeah.
12th, the 12th at noon.
Yes. Okay,
Come
brothers.
soon.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll get it on the books
Okay.
and we'll start moving forward.
All right. That 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 sounds very, very, very lovely.
All
Sounds
right.
very lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Benjamin, listen, I've got to take a call. Uh, I've got to move forward into a next conversation about some recording of this show Sunday. This coming upcoming show, the video recording. The videographer is trying to link me now.
Okay.
So I need to be responsive to him. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm there. I'm captive. Just forward. I know what's about to happen. I'm in. So if you gentlemen can handle it from here, just know I'll be prepared and willing to participate. Okay.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you so much.
Bless
All
King.
right. All right, brothers. Blessed love and give thanks. Give thanks for the reason.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I.
All right. Bless. Bless.
Um, well,
Well,
successful.
very.
Yeah, that's exciting. And
Timing and technique,
yeah,
all hand in hand.
that's it.
Yeah.
And when we talk about like, anytime I've mentioned Tough Lion to anybody, it's nothing but positive and good things to say about the guy.
Right. You know how they say his energy precedes him.
100%. And when we talked about the foundation being the message, what better partner to have on the scene at these
Man,
foundation stages,
man, and I just want to let you know I am so mad at you.
for missing that first segment.
Yeah.
Man, he
Uh,
he nailed it. Like,
hey, on point.
man,
Couldn't said it no better than anybody else but him. Beautifully too.
yeah.
You know?
But just knowing that he's able to speak that way about it, when we're actually doing the event, you'll
Yeah.
get little clips of that, and we'll have,
Right.
that
Right.
like that was like a preview for us on his insights into the practice.
And honestly, that was just for us.
Right.
You know
Yep.
what I mean? Everything ain't meant for everybody, honestly. You know what I mean? So
True
he
that.
he gave us he gave us the engine.
Engine, yeah.
Yeah, so now he's just gonna give everybody, he's gonna give him a transmission here, starter here, you know what I mean? But he gave us the actual engine block of his wisdom right there.
That's great.
Like it was, man. That was deep. I love talking to him anyway, you know what I mean? I find him to be like, I don't want to say it in a way that it seems like crazy, right? But I would say that in my lifetime, I was with an prophet. You know what I mean? Like I can
Yeah.
actually say, like, people say, oh, John the Baptist, Jesus, whatever. I'm saying that about Tuff. I was among a prophet. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? That's how I feel. Like there's not one conversation that I had with Tuff Lion that I didn't go away like, wow. Not a conversation. I
Right.
speak to him 3 times in one day, and 3 times in that one day, I'm gonna get something profound, something deep that I go tell people because it's so much for me to carry. You know what I mean? I have to tell someone because it's so much for me to hold on to. You know what I mean? I got to give them a piece. Like, what do you think? Chew on this for a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
Same. I just to have you know, just to have him on the team. He's with it. He gets it, and it's only going to help. Wherever this is going, to go there, it's just stronger with that stronger foundation again.
It is. It is. So,
And so I'm going to start working on those tracks for the tough. As I said, when it comes to Lanae's stuff, I gotta get a little bit of a handle on it, because some of it is like different than things that I've worked with before. And I'm probably gonna take that track list that's about 40 minutes right now and probably cut it down to about 30 minutes.
why?
Because probably 25% of those songs, the rhythms are like too I'm not familiar with them enough, and so like I feel like it would be chaos of everyone trying to stay on. Like you can't hear the one and two as clearly as I would like. And there might be like a 3/4 measure or something like that, so it's not as simple as like bup 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 bup. It's like bup 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 on the metronomes. So it's just like it's more complex rhythm.
Well, so guess what that means?
I gotta work to figure it out.
That's exactly what that means. That's exactly what that means.
But it,
But
it
but in the process of you doing that, you're gonna find something different within that measure of time,
I mean, and
right?
that's true. That is definitely how like it would go. But the only thing what I'm concerned of is if we have, several people there. Sometimes even just picking up on simple 1-2s is like mental overload. And that alone requires like just a lot of focus and like really paying attention. And like I'm a little bit concerned that if we do these like more complex rhythms and they have to listen closer, or if it's in like a 3/4 measure, it's going to be too everyone is going to be struggling too hard mentally to figure out what's going on.
I
And
don't think so. I don't think so, because I think if everybody's on the same accord, I think with every difficulty becomes ease. What I'm trying to say is that everybody be able to hit the same rock at the same time and be able to give feedback in different ways to create another time.
because someone's kind of leading it. And so
Exactly.
okay. All right.
Exactly.
Well, that if
And
that person is me, that's why I need to tune up my ear for the more complex rhythms so they can follow
well,
me. I got to make sure that I'm on.
you already picked the track.
That's and I gotta practice on it just to make sure that like I don't get lost on it as I'm
And,
going.
well, maybe, well, yes, I would say listen to it a couple of times, but I will also say don't get stuck on the word practice on it, because a lot of times it's going to be the energy of people around you that's going to allow you to see fit. You just have to be already constructive with what you know, and you have that knowledge. You know
Mm.
what I mean? You have that understanding.
Yeah.
So, Lane's group of people are different from maybe a dubstep, right? So what I'm saying is that I talk to him regularly too, and he's up there. And me knowing him, he doesn't associate with a lot of people down here. Not in classism, but in birds of a feather flock together. He's always trying to go and ascend higher. And so his measure of thought is, you need to be here or here.
Uh-huh.
You know, he don't want to be in a leader role to where he's stuck here and he's just teaching everybody here.
Right.
You know what I mean? He still want to be as I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm developing, and I want my artistry to expand. And to do so, I'm willing to be out of my comfort zone to make something else happen, to reveal a little bit more about himself.
Right.
Same with you. So that's why I'm saying in the same relationship of that with you is you're now at a situation to where you have manifested things that are coming into the light, but now the things are coming into the light, there's rules and levels, different procedures and policies with these frequencies that you're tapping into, which causes everyday change, because that's the only thing that's consistent. So at some point, you have reached your mechanism level of where you're at now, and it's time for you to expand. Think of the things that are already preceded. You gave up a space that you had to come and conduct your exercise business with others, and now you're saying that I want to take it on the road. And now that you have taken it on the road, you are traveling and doing different things, but now you're picking up gems along the side of the road. The Lions, the Marley Jays, the Tuff Lions, the Magical Medias. You know what I mean? So when you start putting that, that's an essence that you're molding. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to change that Rubik's a little bit. You're gonna have to adjust that format a little bit. You're gonna have to dig deep and find out what type of BPMs that you really can be on outside of the 1-2s.
Right. And that's just it's pushing towards growth. Yeah. Got
There
to
you
figure it out and add it to the toolbox of offerings.
of offerings, right? Right.
All right.
Because there's going to be many people to come after him that's going to be so running across stage, jumping up and down. You're going to have to create something different from that.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, you're going to have to create some type of cross training to where they can run, hop on a roar, do a pull up, then box, and all that within a minute on a different type of BPM style. You're going to have to start being very creative in what you're doing, because people are going to pick up on what you're doing. And I'm telling you, once Tuff begins, if we have enough people here and he's able to provide and curate his wisdom while other people are exercising, you and Tuff had just now synchronized a whole different level of how for one to sound bath themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do it to the boom. You know, some people do it to the breath, but a lot of people don't do it through straight up oral wisdom. A lot of people tell you to remain silent and hear from within. But what if you can have somebody who's already endowed in wisdom with 73 years of life that can express this to you of the mistakes that he made that made him the man that he is, or the things, the struggles that he went through to pave ways that some artists have never had to even worry about. You know, the times that he was able to give enough instruction to someone who that catapulted into superstardom, and he's still where he's at, and he still have a good sound mind about it, right? So a lot of times we got to understand the things that we ask for in manifestation. We got to also look at the creation stage of what's taking place. So a lot of things that we call to us, yes, we receive, but we have to also stay willing and keeping that door open for what's going to happen from that energy that's there that you know not of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the development when you know not of, because that's the thing that's going to make you do things in fear, but you know that's the only way because it's an inside burning desire. And that's the energy because I brought it to you. I'm not going to let you put it to waste, and I brought it to you.
Right. Yeah,
You
and it's
know?
like I like the attitude of like you can't not do it.
Cannot do it.
You can't not. You have
You
to. So
cannot.
you can't not do it.
Yeah. You know? So yeah, so you're at that stage now to where you're developing and you're crossing genres, even within the reggae scene with Lane and with Tuff Lion. They're two different types of reggae artists, and they're both differently from the traditional reggae artists. You have one more jazz melodic, and you have one more boisterous and revolutionist with a little lovers rock in there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you're already, you know what I mean, with the dub. So look at the things that's manifesting and cross correlating here with you. You have the frequencies have now touched.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we want to even extend it a little further, I had mentioned the artist Free Soul the other day to you.
Yes, you did.
And so now we're dabbling in the hip hop,
Yeah.
conscious hip hop.
Conscious hip hop.
Yeah, and I'm gonna read because I subscribe to his Instagram. I pay like a few bucks a month, and a part of that is like you get his phone number.
Okay.
I might just hit him up out of the blue this today or tomorrow and say, look, because now that I have something like we have something like on the books, right? We know what we're doing when we're going to do it. I'll say, look, free, and we've spoke before, but I'm setting up workshops in San Diego for this time. Do you have anybody from your crew who wants to come and
No. You get him like, hey man, hey Free.
come with Tough?
I have a perfect opportunity that I would love for you to be a part of. I have a legendary guitarist by the name of Tuff Lion, man, and he's really up there in the thing, and I know that you're a conscious rapper, and he's a little older, that you guys may be able to collab on some type of thing. And I would love for you to network with him right here at this establishment.
During his session.
Yes.
Okay, good.
During
And then we can figure out Free Soul session later, but have him join Tuff Lions.
Have him Jeff. We don't know. We don't even want to figure out his session later. We're gonna have him with Tuff Lion. That's gonna be his session.
Right. And then yeah, good.
And so when we get him here with Tuff Lion, I'm gonna reach out to one of my partners that's in hip hop, and he has a podcast. I will have him come and follow Free while he's here as well. So we'll have more media in the house, and we also have a hip hop media in the house.
Yeah, and Free Soul, like people in the he has a very good reputation as well. He's
Right.
been in the game for maybe 10 years, but lyrics, and he does all his own beats, like very respected individual.
My wife said she follows him.
Yeah, he's the man. Very talented.
She said, yeah, he's dope.
Nice. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So I say the marketing.
So it's like we're inviting him to come to our session with Tuff.
Yeah, inviting him to come to the session with Tuff, but we're also inviting him to come meet somebody who's legendary in the reggae genre as a guitarist. So you're not just coming to exercise, you're also coming to meet somebody in the music industry that has a legendary status, right?
Right.
And so therefore, you know what I mean, you want to put in his mind like, man, he's meeting somebody great. Hey man, I have legendary Tuff Lion coming down to San Diego. I would love for you to be a part of what my workshop that I'm throwing a part of. But more so, I would love for you to meet Tuff Lion, the man. You know, he's full of wisdom. He's backed many reggae artists. He's please come and be a part. If you can't make it, I would love for you to just send somebody that's close in your camp just to be out there to see, you know what I mean, to relate the information that, you know, to give to you, man. I that's how much I want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a great approach.
Right.
Nice.
And that way he's not tied into thinking that it's him. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people back out a lot of things too, because they don't want that pressure. That's pressure. Oh man, now I got to do this, but I got this coming up. But if I can go in there and man, I'm only staying for 10 minutes. That's okay.
Yeah.
We got 10 minutes of footage.
That's right.
You know, as opposed to saying, man, we need you to do this, we need you to do this, we need you to do this and do this. And then you got to go through the same logistics as you just went through with a Tuff Lion. We already got a Tuff Lion in the bag. Let's add to that. You know what I mean? Let's add to that community. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Even if you can get Fakir to come down here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just to add to that, it'll be people you know. You know what I mean? And they'll be comfortable with you. And then you can introduce them to Tuff. So it'll be all one big family, you know, one big community. And we all can walk away with something.
Yeah. And there's something to be said about being a part of something at its roots. You know, like it's at the grassroots of the FlowDojo, right? Like the FlowDojo is still very, very new and has all these potentialities. And like to say this is going to be our, you know, only our second session, and we already have Tuff Lion on, you know, with us.
Right, exactly.
And then that's like, oh wow, this actually sounds like something I want to be a part of at the ground floor, and then build up from there.
Right. Sure enough. Hold on real quick. I want to while you're here, what's your schedule? Hold on, let me find. He didn't answer. I thought he might have answered. I thought because I texted Lane, he didn't answer.
Oh.
Yeah. So I thought I missed it. Because I was telling him if in case he's available right now, this one I was on there with Tuff, that we would love to do a Zoom 20, 30-minute Zoom call, but that wasn't him.
Do they know each other?
I don't believe so.
No.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. It's so much going on that when all these collaborations happen, it can happen. Even so, Lane told me last night when I did talk to him about speaking with you, he said he was going to come out there to the show to see Tuff, though. He know who Tuff is.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, man. He said, man, I never thought Tuff would come play in San Diego. I'm going to see that. That's exactly what he said. But he didn't sound like he actually knew him.
Okay. So I'll see Lane then too.
You'll see Lane then too. But you might. So what I'm hinting at is you might even see Lane on at 12:12.
Okay.
And that might be how we want to label it. 12:12. What's 12:12? September 12th at noon. 12 noon.
Yep.
Right. And you know how the clock say 12 ... 12. That's how we created 12:12.
12/12. All right. I'll also work some graphics, little like, you know, type of like promo, like little videos for that, for the 12/12.
Right. Do you know how to extract the audio from this video to be able to lay it over another video?
Yeah. When this saves on the computer, I get the audio version and the video version automatically.
Oh.
So I could take the audio and cut it.
Right. So if you want, and I help you do that if you want, go through where Tuff is and listen to him and cut out the things that make sense.
Yeah, just like a couple snippets.
Yeah, it could be a quote, it could be a statement, you know what I mean? It could be like a proverb, or so to speak, you know what I mean? But while you're doing your video, have his voice come in.
I can do that.
Start introducing people to that concept before it becomes physical.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I can do that.
Yeah. Just different ideas.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Well, yeah, man. I'm so happy.
That was very productive.
Man, all the time. So I did reach out to Marley. I don't got my other phone. She might have got back with me. My son has my phone, so
okay. And
I'll confirm with you with that. I did tell her.
You know, and with I'm not sure what where it's gonna go with Marley. You know, she's a wild card.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, I'm sure whatever happens, it's also gonna be exciting and fun with new things.
Right. Yeah, she's a how would I say this? She's a roundabout way trailblazer. Meaning that she's not going to go the way you may think she'll go, but she's going to get where you think you need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has enough. She has a lot of good space within her. So a lot of things may seem complex to others, but it's open space for her to explore. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's
without
awesome.
fear and without fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She seems like a fearless chick.
Leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds. So, yeah. So when she gets back at with me, I'll confirm with you for 2:00 tomorrow. Can you send me that link in the text too? Because I asked her to send me her email. I don't have it, but I think, do I have it?
I don't think. Yeah. Did I email it to you yesterday?
Yeah, I got the email.
Okay, I'll text it.
Yeah, I got the email. Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
All right, that was sent.
It was received.
Unknown caller.
See how small the world is? My wife said she was dancing by you the whole time.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, man. So I guess we got to start working on getting everything situated with Tuff. I will have the bar out of here that day. I'll move the couches the same day, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and then depending on how many RSVPs we get, you know, I'll definitely bring the treadmill. Definitely bring, you know, 2 rowers. But we can figure that out as we go, depending on how many people, you know, RSVP. But I'll just be showing up with a truckload of stuff, most likely.
Right. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. I'm gonna get working on some stuff, and I'll talk to you with Lane whenever you talk to him.
All right. I'm gonna try to get in contact with him when I'm driving my son to a Japanese class, and I'm check my other phone to see what's up with Marley for the Zoom tomorrow.
Okay.
And then probably now, since it's got later, probably if I do get in contact with Lane, It probably Zoom either had to be later tonight, like 8 o'clock tonight, or in the morning.
Okay. Either works for me. Morning's probably better, but I can do either. Just let me know.
All right, I would probably go with morning then.
All right.
All right.
Perfect. Thanks, Marv.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yes, peace.